Alright, welcome back to the challenge. I'm using Newbie Farm version 4 by Cavalier Roy, and the whole idea is to try and survive 2 years using vanilla DLCs and a couple of mod pack stuff only. Now the idea is not just to survive those 2 years, but to get rid of the debt we have. Now when you start this one, this is because on ep17. Some of you will still be playing 17, I imagine. No, I know you are from people contacting me and saying they're still playing it. But this is particularly hard because silage has been nerfed to the nth degree. It's hardly worth anything. You can just cover your costs, basically make a very small profit. About on the amount I had in here, which is quarter of a bunker, might be a little bit less. Remember, if I clear 10,000, possibly 12. But yes, you know, normally for that amount of stuff, you'd be clearing. I'm just trying to find where the I think that's alright. You'd normally be clearing somewhere around 500,000. That gives you some idea how it's been nerfed. I had a little thought to myself, actually that's right also, but in most of the equipment was leased. Let's see if it's possible to make this pay. You get 20 codes at the start, and we're now on, I think, 23, I believe. And we'll have to have a look, see in a moment. I'm also using seasons, which adds to the difficulty quite a bit. Now, one of my difficulties, I can't actually put the slurry into the BGA. This is the BGA here. One of the beauties of this map is the BGA is right on top of your farm. It's actually part of your farm. You can put manure and slurry in. Well, you could, except for one slight problem. In any of the DLCs or vanilla, there's not a small slurry carrier, small slurry trailer, so that's out of the question. But we can move over the manure, and I will be doing that at the end, during the last winter, which is coming up. We're midsummer now. We're halfway through summer nearest, damn it. Now I only have one tractor. This is all for people who've never seen this series before. I only have one tractor. I have a weeder, because the way I'm doing all the fertilising is we're only using grass fields. We have two fields, that's 11 and 16, both down to grass. And also all the fields here start on grass. There's no mission, so I can't even go and get myself a mission to make a bit of money. This map is deliberately made to be not exactly easy. I won't say it's not impossible, but if you play it on hard mode, it's not meant to be easy. That's probably the challenge I find on this. Oh yes, I was going for the equipment. This tractor comes from the modern classics DLC. Excellent little tractor. This is perfect for me because it has front and rear 3 points. It can take, as you can see, it can take a front loader. It's a fair amount of power, enough power for what we need, enough power anyway to run a centre mower and the Euro Boss forage wagon. I think it's almost all the equipment we've got. We've got a Pottinger, we've got the Pottinger front mower, the Pottinger Euro Boss forage wagon, I forget the make of it, but the weeder, the 12-meter weeder. I think that and some stuff for the front forks, of course. And I think that's just about it. I have a weight on here, but it's a standard weight. I'm not even using my beloved SOB weights. Shows how seriously I'm taking this. Well, you can see for a bucket full, I'm getting £87. Now, you'd normally be well in the hundreds for each bucket full. We're still at 267,000 litres to go there. I'm also using, as you can see, the unit convert mod. Excellent little mod. Converts it to what you want, and I use gallons for liquid and tons for quantity, or for weight, rather than litres for everything. We're doing a half hour on this, and the rest of it I will, as is my wont, I will do off screen. As soon as we get to 5,000 I'll stop and we will pay that back to the bank. We are getting well down on getting this loan paid off, which is good. Oh, I forgot one other thing. We've got the in-game water tank trailer. That's to water the cattle. Not using grazing mod, which I could on this, but I fancy it to make it too hard. We have no sheep, so the sheep meadow is what I'm mowing to get grass to feed the cattle. So I'm not using the hay as grass mod either. I played with that a lot on my other series, but not on this one. This one deserves to be played hardcore. Oh no, a nice bit of hardcore, missus. Just, well, you hear any air sound in the background, fan sound, it's got the fan running on low because it's a very warm day now in Britain. It's close, as we say around here, oppressive heat. In fact, I almost didn't make a video today. I had a terrible headache this morning, what with the what seems like the weight of the atmosphere. You can see the price we're getting is dropping and dropping and dropping. It will keep dropping, and we will keep going anyway on this one until it drops away to nothing. You can see how much we've got here. This is just off 2 metres. Now, I haven't done anything else to make money. It was suggested I give myself a chainsaw and do a little bit of minor forestry. Basically on 16, on field 16, there's some trees at one end. The thing about those trees, I think at both ends could be taken out. And they would increase the size of the field very, very slightly, but decided against doing that. Oh, we have chickens, of course. Now, how I work it is the eggs. When I get to 100 eggs in my backpack, I go and sell them, and I think the eggs should almost pay for the food I use. The silage has to pay for everything else to make a profit. Oh, the milk, because we get milk out check every night. You see, we've got a lot of wet weather coming up here. We've got hot days today and the next 3, then it's going to be wet for 4. Oh, glory. I was using a few mods, manuscript mods, say seasons for a start off. I'm using drive control, I believe it is. I have course play on here, but I'm only using course play off screen. In fact, I've got a course play course set up here at the moment, which I left alive so I can just switch to it when I finish recording. Because between you and I don't fancy doing all this on manually. Yeah, I was thinking if I was going to continue this on for a while, this series, I would get the JCB from the Modern Classics pack with the big bucket. I'd also have to buy a couple of fields, one to keep the grass and one to make a straw crop out of. There's one thing you might wonder where I'm getting all the hay and silage and all that to start off. It's because we got some TMR. The mixer was leased, so I used that for the first day, then sent it back to mix up as much TMR as I had bales for. You get a couple of years supply of bales roughly. Roy is kind like that. It could really make it hard by not giving you any bales either. That would have been terrible. I think I have got the buy bale mod in here, and if push comes to shove, I will use it just to survive this first or this second year, just to survive the challenge. But I will let you know if I have to use it. I'm hoping I don't. I think I can get through just without. Oh, this one or the next one should be. We can pay off some more cash. Some more on loan. I think what else I'm using. Oh, as you can see, I'm using the little indicator to show whether my bucket's level or what sort of level it's on in the height above the ground. Ah, look at that. Right, before we go any further, I'm just going to pay that part of the loan off. You can see what we've got there. Oh, we only got 6 there. I'm not sure what. Oh, that tells me how many tonnes in each silo. And we've got no eggs in the backpack, and there's 6 in the run. Finances, right, repay another 5,000. We're now down to 10,000. We should do it though. We should make at least another 5,000 on this, and we're going to make the other 5,000 in milk, if nothing else. And we've still got one more run on this to do before the end. So I think we're going to come up with 20 or 30,000 profit. But I wouldn't want to have to do this all the time. But this is probably as near to reality as you can get for a small farmer who's really struggling, not on good land, and is trying to make ends meet. Then we're going to do a couple more, and we'll have a little rest by collecting those 6 eggs there. Just gets a bit samey. Hey, I'm certainly probably fed up watching me go backwards and forwards. I know I'm fed up with doing it, but once I start a challenge, I like to try and see it through, if it's possible, and this one looks very possible. I'm still thinking what to do next. I would like another challenge, so I think this time to 19, most probably after Seasons is released. One of the ones that would be to make money on would be the 19th version of this, which is Riverview, where silage isn't nerfed but everything else is. Well, I'm just gonna put a brake on. I'm just gonna collect those 6 eggs, just to give me a slight break from going backwards and forwards there. 1. 2. I don't know one bomb to count because I might lag some more by the time I get around. And if they're in the hedge, you don't always notice you got them. 3. 4. So there's 2 more somewhere. Almost still on chicken there. Well, apparently there's 2 more somewhere. 1 more somewhere. I will check on the egg finder chart because I don't want to be run back and forwards and find it's a waste of time. It was a waste of time. We had found them all. I must have found 2 early on and only noticed 1 clicking up. Right, I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning up for the next few minutes just to get a break away from moving this silage in there. Don't need to fill anything, it's mainly cleaning out. I think we might have had that hitting the roof, so the roof probably wants looking at on this cow shed now. Looks like we're going to get it all. I don't put it back in here because I like to actually at least be facing the trough when I put it in. I could just drop it where I am now and that would show what's going in the trough, but it seems a bit cheeky to me. I'm not using anything like MR, I'm using that on my Blickling series, also on 17. At the moment I've got more series running on 17 and 19. A lot of it is just waiting for that mod that spoiled me on 17, which is Seasons. See what that looks like in there. Oh no. Yeah, I don't think I can really go and do anything else now. Not worthwhile. Now we're going to get one little par food, or say cooked par food, or say not TMR. Total mixed ration. I'm afraid, like a lot of people, I use the initials and the pseudonyms for things, but I think that people may not always realise what the hell I'm rambling on about. Oh, you might also notice, as you look at the equipment here, nothing is clean because I haven't got a power wash. I also got the Dirty Rain mod in here. I love that mod. I like my equipment to look used a bit worse for wear. Well, that suits the way I drive. Now this is the only place we've got any TMR left, and as you can see, there's not a lot of it in here. Turn it round. Yeah, we're almost out here now. We're not going to make it through the winter, I think that's fairly safe to say. But we have got enough hay up there, I think, to last us through, and straw. If the worst comes to the worst, we'll just use some silage out of the there. bunker here. Huh? Couldn't think of the name. It's what's known as a senior moment. Also means your mind's going. So they tell me. As mine went years ago, I don't think it really concerns me too much. We'll do one more. We'll try and fill that up. Then we'll go back for the final 5 minutes. I'll get a little bit more silage into the grinder, into the fermenter. Because I make these ones as near to half an hour as I can get this. Everything's been done so often there's not normally any need, like there's on some of the other series, to run over. That's it. Now we're trying to be clever and back out this time. We have got enough manure or cow muck to put into the BGA, and we'll probably, so I do that I think during the winter, the last winter, after we've done the last bunker of silage, just to put the finishing touches on how much money we can get out. Try and get it into roughly the right place. And that's full. Look at that. It's only grass that isn't full out of water. So I better drop the rest of this back into this hut, to the shed. I don't want to waste it. Well, there's the Euro boss. And there's the rest of the equipment. Surprised how little you get away with and farm. Not farm well, but just farm. So, I want to get rid of that there because I did not want to risk putting that into the fermenter. That little bit might just be the difference between winning or losing on this. This is one you can actually lose on. Well, with the rules I set myself, I could easily lose on it. Although, with the amount we all know, we shouldn't. Might just notice too, there's different weights of everything. I think that's to do with seasons, I believe. I'm not certain, but something certainly changes the weight of things. Or could be one of the other little mods I got in there. Got a lot of scripts running. Right, we did another 5 minutes. Or helps if I was to lift that up out of the way, of course, and never tip forward if you're trying to get out. It's a note to myself. I wasn't telling anybody listening or watching what to do. So I am going to find something else a bit different to do, but a nice one would probably is to get the pain I've gone through with this, trying to keep myself almost sane. I could never be fully sane. That's another one done. We still got, where we go, 242,000 litres. Still a lot to go. I think we're definitely going to get another 5 grand out of this. But remember, at the moment, that 5 grand won't mean we've got 10 grand out of here. Far from it. Trying to think what thumbnails put on this. I think I used every thumbnail I could think of for this series. Probably a man tearing his hair out, or driving the tractor whilst asleep. We'll still make a little £80 a bucket for us. I think 76 is where I stop anyway. If it gets down much under 76, I cheat slightly and reset it by saving the game and reloading it. Saving the game, quitting and reloading. Yes, it's cheating. I have to get down into the low 70s before I will contemplate doing that. We'll see if we can, well, we'll get about 2 more bucket loads. That's 2 or 3 more bucket loads. Now, I was going to say we'll see if we can make it another 1,000, but I don't think we will. And yes, I am using keyboard to steer this. I've got a wheel here, but I'm just too damn lazy to set it all up again. I'm still making £82 a ton, which isn't to be sneezed at. So saying that Commodator's curse, it will be down under that. Alright, this is the last bucket load I'm going to do for today, so I'm going to say thanks very much for watching. If you like what you see, please consider leaving a like. If you're not subscribed and wish to see more of this mayhem, which I laughingly call entertainment, yeah, I apologise for that in advance. Subscribe. Now, well, as always, any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, feel free to post them in the comment section directly under this video. I read everyone, I try and reply to everyone. Bring it up here and I'll move it back onto auto. Now hopefully it will do its thing now. We'll just watch this go through one more just before I say ta-ta. I haven't actually taken out very level. I've been taking it by hand. I've taken far too much out the right hand side, not enough out the left by the looks of it. Hopefully course play will be bright enough to sort it out for me. Anyway, if we can see it's working, maybe saying that cheerio for now. Cheerio.